family. If you're in or near Columbia, South Carolina, you've got to visit the House of Hathor, located at 6319 North Main Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday, it's your one-stop shop for African clothing, African masks, natural soaps, incense, candles, jewelry, and more. Plus, they've got a beautiful event space. Owned and operated by Baba Rutaski and Mama Neterma Canute. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the culture. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the movement. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the people.
Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the House of Hathor's libation ceremony. We come to you this day with a message from the ancestors that will continue to be enlightening, influential, that it will give us insight, assurance, and the income for all that is required, all that we commit ourselves to, all that our purpose and our intentions are in line, in balance, in harmony, and in order each and every day. We call upon our ancestors far and near, fathers and mothers of our fathers, mothers and fathers of our mothers, to bear witness to all that we have done. And it is by your example that you continue to inspire us towards reclaiming our ancestral minds, regenerating our ancestral spirit, liberating our families, our homes, and our communities, and restoring our greatness as a people. We pour libation to bring into our midst your venerable ancestral spirit, radiating your great wisdom, your courage, dedication, and your unyielding commitment to victory by any means necessary. It is in the honor of our Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, our mothers and fathers, our sisters and our brothers, our children and their children, our grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, our aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and elders of the community, that we pour this libation in your honor, in the honor of the Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, and the various manifestations of the creative spirit. We pour libation. Ashe. For our esteemed ancestors who laid the foundation for human civilization and who provides the wisdom to which we live and the models by which our lives are guided, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors who suffered the atrocities and the horrors of our Ma'afa, but yet demonstrated the victorious power of the ancestral spirit by maintaining their dignity no matter the cost, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors who survived and made it possible for us to be here today, to continue on the valiant fight of our ancestral liberation and our vindication, we pour libation. Ashe. And finally, for our children and their children and future generations of our ancestors to come, that they too in their time will vindicate our race from our adversaries, and that they will continue to imprint upon the world the great genes of our ancestral humanity, we pour libation. Ashe. May your venerable spirit engulf this occasion to reaffirm our ancestral canity. It is done. The great ancestor of all ancestors is satisfied. Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Dua Neter. We say Hotep, peace and power to you all this day, my brothers and sisters. Peace and power to all that are out there doing the work that their ancestors have placed upon their spirit, energy, and soul. Hotep and peace and power to all of those brothers and sisters out there that are still sustaining and maintaining a way of life that is reflective as well as projective of their ancestors that came before them. We want to make sure that we're speaking this day about the invitation and the interview. You see, these two words have spiritual meanings to them. It's not just about the physical of the interview and the invitation. You see, everything that we speak of when we're talking about spirituality, when we're talking about our ancestors, everything is about what is inside. Everything that we're talking about is about everything that is within you. It's not about what's outside of yourself, but what is within you. And when we're speaking about the invitation and the interview, we're talking about the invitation. That means that, are you inviting good spirits within you? And do you even recognize the good spirits that are within your spirituality, your religion, whatever it is that you do? Are you inviting that spirit in to your being, to your vessel, into your altar, into your temple? Or are you allowing just anything to penetrate your vessel, your armor that you have? The invitation speaks about what it is that we want to have within us, as well as what we don't want to have within us. And when we do certain things, when we speak certain ways, when we are around certain people, are you inviting their spirits into your being? Are you allowing certain energies, certain spirits to come within you? When your actions, whatever you commit yourself to, is your actions reflecting the type of spirit that you are inviting within you? What does your invitation look like? Because see, my brothers and sisters, as we continue to build and manifest and generate, reflect and project, that will speak about the type of energy and spirit that you are inviting within you. What does your invitation look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? When you're around other people, can they see the type of spirits that you are inviting within you based on your actions or your interactions that you're having with spirits? You see, there is an action that is the projection of the reflection of the interaction that you have within yourself. And that will speak about the invitation that you have given to spirits to come within you. This is what the ancestors want us to recognize. What spirits are we inviting within us? Because they cannot come within you unless you invite them in, based on what you think, based on how you speak, and based on what you do. Because all three are in balance to everything that you have within you. So we have to make sure that we have a greater standing on the invitation of spirits and energies that we're allowing to come within us. And that's based on how you think, that's based on how you speak, and that's based on what you do. How do you show it in your actions? When you're manifesting, generating, when you're creating and building, that speaks about the type of spirit that you have invited within you. That speaks about the type of energy that you are allowing to take control over your life. We have to be careful. We have to make sure that we have a greater standing on what type of invitation are we giving when we're getting. And so as we continue to harness that energy, as we continue to supplement, as we continue to be enhanced, increased, and enriched, what is enhancing, increasing, and enriching you? Is it the positive or is it the negative? Now, if you want the negative to come, then continue to do what you do. We have to make sure that we have the power to discern whether or not we want you around us or we want to be around you. And brothers and sisters, that energy and spirit has no color. We're only speaking about spirit. Spirit has no color. It is only an energy, and it's also a breath of life that we have within us. So the invitation of spirit and energy that we continue to have and we continue to bring forward, it has to be one that is one about building, not deconstruction. It has to be one about creating and not dismantling. It has to be one that is in harmony, in order, and in balance with life and nature, and not trying to tear down life and nature, because life and nature are our true brothers and sisters. And life and nature will continue to bring balance, harmony, and order where there is no balance, harmony, and order. And we may not like the way that life and nature brings it, but life and nature is justified in its truth to bring balance, harmony, and order in everything that we do. Now, when we speak about the interview, we're not talking about the interview of you talking to somebody and you're asking them certain questions and they ask you certain questions. We're talking about how do you go within yourself to see what it is that you have within you. That is why it is called an interview. You're entering the inversion of your view. You're entering the inversion of your view of yourself in spirit. How do you go within yourself to see the type of spirit that you have? What type of work do you do within yourself when you see that there are certain things within you that you may not like? What things do you have within you that you may see that is not a reflection of what you truly want to be? How do you determine that? How does your self-determination reflect itself in your actions? How does your self-determination reflect itself as well as project itself in your thoughts and in your words? Are you speaking consistently? Are you speaking collectively and cooperatively with the Spirit when you are having these types of conversations, not only with yourself, but with other people? What does your interview look like, and how is it reflected as well as projected in your actions? Because all that is based on the invitation that you have within yourself, that you have invited certain spirits within you. And as we continue to reflect upon ourselves, that means you got to do some serious work. You got to do some work within yourself so that you'll know the type of energy and spirit that you have within you. You have to do some work within yourself in order for you to know, not to believe, but to know the work that you are committed to doing, to know the work that your purpose have given you, that is reflective as well as projective in your families and in your communities, or whatever family and community that you call your family and your community. Because sometimes your family and community may not be about the biological, but it's only about the people that you have attracted to you. You see, when we're talking about attraction, that means that are you a distraction or are you an attraction? Are you a distraction or an attraction with spirit, energy, and soul of other people that are around you? And that's on the physical, not on the spiritual. We're talking about the physical, because attraction and distractions only come from what's outside and it comes within. So if it's on the outside, have you attracted it to your inside? That means, have you invited what you have attracted, or what has been a distraction to you? Have you invited that within you? Have you revealed the invitation of what's on the outside to be what's in you? And now they have an interview of you. You have invited them into your spirit, your vessel, your altar, your vessel, and now they are a part of your interview. And they see your envision, they see your intentions, they see your purpose, they see everything that you are about now, because you have invited them in. And now, are they a distraction or are they a part of your attraction? You see, these things take place on a daily basis, my brothers and sisters. And as they take place on a daily basis, negative energies and negative spirits are trying to find a crack within your armor. They're trying to come to you as an attraction so that they can distract you from your true purpose and your intentions of being a spiritual being, having human experiences, and of being a vessel, altar, and temple of your ancestors. The ancestors that we speak of in libation. The ancestors that build a better place, a better world for humanity. The ancestors that decided to go the distance and deal with whatever it is that they had to deal with, just so that you can be born and that you can bring forth their energy, their spirit, and their soul, their likeness in your thoughts, words, and actions. That is what the libation speaks about. We're only speaking about those energies and spiritual ancestors that build, that manifest, that generate positive energy, positive spirit, positive harmony, balance, and order. Those are the ancestors that our libation speaks about. We're not going to speak about anything else but the positive. Now, there are others that are out there that may speak about the negative, but we don't talk about that. We only want to bring forth the positive, because there's enough negative that's being projected. There's enough negative that's being reflected, because it's designed to do so. But what about those of us that are bringing the positive? What does the invitation and your interview look like? So we say peace and power to you all this day, my brothers and sisters. Let us move forward. Let us live, love, and learn our processes of life. Let us continue to have a greater standing on our interview and the invitation to the ancestors, or the spirits and the energies that we are allowing to take place on this vessel, this altar, this temple. Peace and power to you all, and ashe to our ancestors.